Now, as some of you might already know, that my prediction for Nio deliveries for the month of May were around 6,000 vehicles. Well, today we got to finally get to receive the Nio deliveries, and Nio reported total deliveries for the month of May of around 7,024 vehicles, which was amazing, especially looking at the fact that Nio, together with other EV companies, experienced some supply chain constraints in May or April and May, which is one of the things that made Nio to deliver such a low number. But to me, getting to see Nio delivering over 7,000 EVs for the month of May, it really gives me joy, because like I said, my prediction was around 6,000, and getting to see Nio delivering over 7,000 vehicles, it is something that is really commendable and is showing, or just as to show you that it looks like things are getting better and better. These supply constraints issues that Nio had, especially in April, which resulted in Nio delivering just over 5,000 vehicles, are becoming better, which is why we saw Nio delivering some good deliveries for the month of May, which is something that I think it's really commendable. Now, before we go any further, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video, and I would really appreciate if you can just hit that likes button if you do enjoy the content that I'll be giving you about this Nio stock. Now, this video will be looking at the latest delivery numbers that Nio, of course, posted today or gave us today, but again, diving in the report, getting to see what Nio is saying going further, because I personally think that it is very important that you know the kind of deliveries that we can expect from Nio on June going forward, which is one of the things that is important. Now, you'll remember that in one of my previous videos, I did indicate to you that one of the things that I would like to find out from Nio, or that one of the things that I would really like Nio to give us an update on, is that is their Jack Nio factory second phase upgrades completed? Is Nio having the capacity now to deliver over 300,000, or to deliver around 300,000 vehicles with the double shifts? That's what I would like to hear. But again, as per my previous videos, I'm patiently hoping that they get to reveal that on next week's earnings. As you're all aware that next week Nio will be giving us their Q1 of 2022 earnings. Now, back into the deliveries, Nio indicated that they will be from now in June, they will be working with their supply chain partners to accelerate the deliveries starting from June, which is one of the things that, of course, it was what I picked up, or something that I really highlighted in red, because like I said, I really want to see where Nio, or the kind of deliveries that Nio will be delivering from June going forward, and of which getting to see that Nio comes us and tell us this statement just as to make you to probably stay long onto this Nio stock, because it looks like June will be that month where we see some strong recoveries in terms of deliveries, which is something that is really commendable. Now, you remember that the COVID outbreak in China, not only did it, of course, impact the deliveries, but it made companies like Nio and other EV companies to suspend their production for some time due to that, which is why we saw some low delivery numbers for April. And now to get to see that in May, we get to see Nio delivering much better delivery numbers than the deliveries they reported in April. It's one of the things that, of course, it has to motivate you to probably see the potential that lies on this Nio stock. I mean, the supply chain constraints were still there in May. I mean, cities like Shanghai, which, by the way, constitute about 15% of total Nio sales, was still under hard lockdown until today. Today, we finally read that, of course, Shanghai COVID lockdown restrictions will be lifted off, and we read of, or I already did a video showing you that Nio will be going full force again, opening their Nio spaces, which are all over Shanghai, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, there are about 27 of the Nio spaces. So getting to see that Nio will be fully operational again in Shanghai city, it's one of the things that, of course, it has to motivate you to stay long onto this Nio stock. And one of the things that is really interesting is that Nio, still on this delivery, a report which they gave us today, they did indicate that regardless of these supply constraints that were brought by the pandemic, by the COVID outbreaks in China, they still got some good inflows in terms of orders they were receiving. So the orders are still there. The demand on the Nio cars are still there. It's just that one thing that happened is that, of course, they could not deliver the cars, they could not produce the car because of supply constraints, because of hard lockdown that was in most of the cities in China, which is one of the things that, like I said, getting to know that China, it is easing or has eased the COVID lockdown restrictions in most of their cities is one of the things that will make Nio to report or deliver some good delivery numbers for the month of June. Now, of course, Nio also indicated that the total cumulative mileage on their cars has surpassed 5 billion kilometers, which is one of the things that I truly think that it is amazing to get to see Nio passing this 5 billion mark. And of course, they say that from their autopilot, they've recorded driving of over 418 million, which again, getting to see that 418 million out of those 5 billion kilometers were coming from the self-driving. It is one of the things that sort of like shows us that it looks like their self-driving it works, which is why it has accumulated such kilometers. This is one of the things that I personally believe that it should continue, or they should continue motivating you to remain bullish or stay long onto this Nio stock, because one way or the other, this is a stock which is just said to do very well. Otherwise, as for me, I really like to see the latest developments about their current Nio factory as to are the upgrades or second phase upgrades completed. Are we going to finally get to see Nio delivering over 300,000 or around 300,000 with the double shifts coming from the Nio? That's one of the things that I'll be monitoring from their Q1 of 2022 earnings results, because I'm patiently waiting to see that and to see whether they will cover that on the earnings results. Otherwise, I continue to remain bullish onto this Nio stock, and I personally believe that one way or the other, Nio will deliver many deliveries from here. I personally believe that the deliveries, so chances are very high that we are going to see Nio continuing to accumulate more and more deliveries as the rest of the year unfolds, which is something that, of course, must make you to remain bullish onto this Nio stock. Otherwise, Wall Street continues to remain bullish onto this Nio stock, which is one of the things that, of course, has to motivate you to also continue loading the boat, continue remaining bullish onto this stock, because this is a stock which is just set to do very well. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I should just give you this quick video, as I personally believe that these deliveries were good. I mean, getting to see that regardless of the supply constraints, Nio finally made it to deliver over 7,000 vehicles. It was one of the things that I was really excited when I see the kind of deliveries that Nio produced. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I release a new video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you load the boat, please do make sure that you do your own DD so that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing into this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. God bless you all.